British GP, what next? And Lando Norris versus Max Verstappen heading to Silverstone after F1 driver's Austrian crash. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris will renew their rivalry at Silverstone this weekend following a controversial collision between the pair at the Austrian Grand Prix. Watch every session of the British Grand Prix this week live on Sky Sports F1 and Sky Showcase. Hi friends, I hope you will be happy. Welcome you to my Future Scope Network YouTube channel. After a hugely controversial collision between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris at the Austrian Grand Prix, what does the future hold for the pair's rivalry? The British Grand Prix is always one of the most highly anticipated weekends on the Formula One calendar, but there is undoubtedly extra spice in the air as the sport returns to Silverstone. For the first time since Verstappen's 2021 title battle with Lewis Hamilton captivated the sporting world, F1 fans are sensing the birth of another rivalry that has the potential to join the great tussles of the past in the history books. While Verstappen was the up-and-comer in 2021, the Dutchman is now in the position of trying to maintain his clear status as the F1 grid's top dog, creating a very different dynamic to the one he experienced 3 years ago. Unlike in the case of Verstappen and Hamilton, in this situation there is a genuine friendship between the protagonists, which only adds to intrigue around how the story will play out. Why more close duels can be expected in 2024, including at Silverstone. Lap 64, Turn 3 of the Austrian Grand Prix may have been the first time that Verstappen and Norris had come to blows in a direct duel for a win in Formula One, but what certainly wasn't a surprise was that they had entered the closing stages of the race nose to tail on track. That's because the trend of the past 2 months, the unique Monaco GP at the end of May aside, has seen Norris and McLaren provide a consistent, and increasingly competitive, challenge to F1's world champions and 2024 points leaders. Significantly, their MCL 38 appears to have an edge on the Red Bull RB20 on tire wear later into race stints. Although McLaren started the season slightly behind where they had hoped to be with their latest design after a stellar second half to last year had lifted external expectations about their 2024 prospects, early season upgrades swiftly moved them back into the absolute front-running mix against Verstappen and Red Bull. Norris won for the first time in F1 at the 110th attempt in Miami from Verstappen at the start of May, and then came within 1 second of pulling off a repeat triumph 2 weeks later at Imola when he chased down the leading Red Bull to the checkered flag. After Monaco, when both 4th-placed Norris and 6th-placed Verstappen were left disappointed, Norris felt he should have beaten the Dutchman to victory in both Canada when he did not pit immediately when the safety car came out in a marginal strategy call, and then Spain, when he squandered the advantage of a first pole position in 3 years and dropped behind the Dutchman and George Russell at the start. Then came Austria, an early wheel-to-wheel duel with Verstappen in the Saturday sprint, which Norris rebuked himself for amateur driving afterwards, having overtaken his rival early on only to be repassed by the Red Bull immediately, was followed by a race that came alive for the McLaren driver after a slow second pit stop for the longtime leader. Showing superior speed on slightly newer tires, he chased Verstappen down and then made repeated bids for the lead over several laps before that controversial lap 64 tangle of rear wheels which triggered simultaneous punctures, for which the Red Bull driver was adjudged by stewards to have been at fault for. It is against that backdrop that the top two in F1's Drivers' Championship head to Silverstone this weekend in a high-speed track featuring sweeping fast corners that should suit both the Red Bull RB20 and McLaren MCL 38 just as it did the team's 2023 cars, when Verstappen and Norris qualified together on the grid's front row. Something else ghostly. Available in the link below. Our very good news, link is in the description below. Thank you is not enough, watching our videos with you brings us joy. If you've subscribed to our channel, you've made our hearts skip a beat. To watch more amazing videos like these, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you can catch our latest videos first. Our journey is incomplete without your support, thank you.